Yo, Isaac here with IzzyIshiyama.com, your favorite clothing brand worldwide, aka AstroIzzy.com. Go check us out. I want to do a quick video about branding your clothing line based around your story, to build your clothing line around your story. But I wanted to start this video out with a very important story. It deals with fear and allowing things to stop us from following our dreams. So it was his father and his 5-year-old son who planned a trip to their local zoo. They packed the lunch, loaded the car up, drove to their local zoo, got there. The plan was, when they got there, was they were going to look and view all the animals first and save the boy's favorite animal for last, which was the lion. And so they went around, they saw the lion, they saw the giraffes, they saw the hippos, they saw the monkeys, they saw the birds, they saw the rhinos, they saw all the animals, and towards the end of their trip, it was time to go see the boy's favorite animal of all time, the lion. So as they approached the lion den, the lion let out this loud, thunderous roar, and it was loud, and it was just so loud, right? And the boy takes off in the other direction. The father sees him and was like, whoa, hey son, where you going? Son, come back, where you going? And the little boy turns around and says, Father, the lion. And he said, yeah, son, I know it's the lion. This is what you wanted to see. Come on back, where you going? He's like, but Dad, the lion, don't you hear the lion? Don't you see the lion? And the father, being so patient and loving, this is what a father does. He bent down on one knee and he reached his arms out to his son. He said, son, come back. He said, come back, son. You don't have nothing to fear. I don't see the lion. I see the cage. And that's where a lot of people mess up at as they follow their dreams, right? They allow people around them that helps them focus on the obstacles, right, of following their dream, the what ifs. What if it don't work? But what if it do work? But what if I fail? Well, if you tried to follow your dream and you put the effort, that necessary effort forward, and it don't necessarily work out, that means just go back to the drawing board. That don't mean that you fail. Failure is having a dream and never doing anything to accomplish it, never doing anything to walk towards it, right? The graveyard, I always say this, the graveyard is full of people who died with their dreams still in them. And so we must consistently fight fear. Fear is not real. It's just thoughts that we create in our mind about a subject or about something that we create in our mind. So we got to consistently always try to, you got to align yourself with people, you got to always kind of align yourself with people and align your life with people and your business with people that believe in your dream, people that are hungry, people who refuse to leave life just as it is, right? The people that want more, people that are running towards their dreams, you have to surround yourself with winners, you know what I mean? So don't see the lion. It's in the cage. Whatever you fear of something not working, fear of people laughing at you, fear of losing your money, fear of whatever, don't look at that. That's in the cage. We are more powerful than we really know. So follow your dreams. Go for it. Go to your closet, open that box, take that box off the shelf, take it to your bed, dust it off, open it up, and pull those dreams out of there and go for your dreams, people. Lastly, one of my favorite, this is kind of /motivational kind of / content. I love to motivate. That's what I do, and you'll see why. You will see why. But one of my favorite scenes in the movie is in the Casino Jack. I think I've mentioned this before. If I haven't, you've probably seen it on my blog. My blog is, I'll leave my link to my blog. It's a very powerful tool too, and I'll share that with you later. But it's Casino Jack, and he's his name is it's a movie based around Jack Abrams. right? Some kind of Washington D.C. lobbyist, right? But one of the most powerful scenes is when he's in that mirror, and he talks about people seeing superstars and people seeing successful people in life and saying, I can be just like them. And he responds by saying, in reality, you cannot. You cannot be like them, because in reality, you live in mediocrity. He was like, mediocrity is ubiquitous. It's everywhere. It's omnipresent. It's in your schools. It's in your churches. It's in your homes. It's everywhere. People are teaching this stuff, you know, to go to school, to get a good job. Go to school, get good grades so you can get a good job. What kind of life is bullshit? You know, what kind of life is that? Who teaches this stuff? This kind of stuff. This is bananas. This is crazy. No, go to school, get good grades so you can hand out jobs. I tell children that. I tell anybody that, especially kids, that all the time. Go to school, get good grades so you can hand out jobs. All right. So that's my little soapbox. I wanted to address that that issue, because I think that people deal with fear more. It's more real than we think. That issue is more real than we think. All right. Now I really want to deal with how did I, because I get these questions, and I try to deal with questions that I get through emails, or maybe I'm talking to somebody one-on-one. How did I start my brand, and what is my brand? How did I evolve my brand around me? Most people who have their own clothing line or brand, their brand represents their ideas. It represents a part of their life and a part of their experiences. Me growing up on the south side of Chicago, getting into a little trouble, had to make a decision in my life at one point. Do I consistently or continue to go on the road of getting in trouble, or do I change? And at that time, it was a very important person in my life, who still is a very important person in my life. If I didn't change, I let that person down, right? If I do change, I help this person and can help myself and help, other people. So I decided to change. I decided to start reading books on philosophy. I started reading books on personal development. I started reading books on history, anything that I can get my hands on. And through those readings, I began to get inspired to go help other kids that may be facing some of the issues that I was facing. So I started mentoring on the south side of Chicago. And I said, how can I, reach these teenagers? I don't sing, I don't rap, and they ain't gonna show, don't dance. And so I know that teenagers like sneakers. I love sneakers. What goes better with sneakers than anything? T-shirts. So I decided, I've always loved t-shirts. So I was like, man, a t-shirt brand would be real nice. I kind of like mimic Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss gives you great bold colors. He gives you cartoons. Who don't like bold colors? Who don't like cartoons? But at the same time, he also gives you a message, and it's not preachy. It's not preachy. So that's how I revolve my clothing line, my clothing brand, based around my experiences. You'll see a lot of things in there about conquering your destiny, following your dreams. That's basically Izzy Ishiyama, the Unstoppable Monster. Look at the story. Go to my about page, and you'll see the story behind my brand. So I needed something to use as a tool to get me in front of youth, and what better tool was a clothing brand? So that's basically how I evolved my brand around myself and my experiences. Lastly, and we all have experiences, and we all have things that we can speak on, and make it non-corny, make it something that they can relate to. So we all have those experiences, and we all have those voices, that we can always use to speak our message and carry our message to other people and help other people build their life. So that's basically how my clothing brand came from, like me growing up on the south side of Chicago, deciding, it's time for me to change my life. Then I changed my life. I was like, man, I need to help somebody else. And so I decided to start a clothing brand, which I love. So where did I stop at? I don't even know where I stopped at, y'all. This video has stopped on me, so I apologize if it seemed like it skipped and if I went over anything. But anyway, that's basically how I started my clothing brand. If I skipped anything, I'll just go back over the video again. So you wanna have your clothing brand and tell your story. Your story is your strength. Your story is your asset. Tell your story and tell it well. I might be repeating something I said early in the video because the freaking video stopped on me. But your story can be both helpful to someone, which that should be your primary goal, and it can be profitable to you. So tell your story, but the goal is to make your story helpful to someone else. That's why I come here and I give content and value. You know, I'm not trying to sell anything. My brand is my identity, so I'm not going to mess my brand up. But I did come across this tool quickly. Everybody know, if you don't know what Alexa rankings are, Google Alexa, Alexa. Very powerful authority on websites. And you know, it's very powerful. So about 3 or 4 months ago, I didn't have a Alexa ranking whatsoever. You know, new up and coming indie brand, I didn't have Alexa ranking. So I was looking for ways to get my website and my clothing brand in front of more exposure, in front of more eyeballs. So I came across this very unique viral blogging system that is very, very dope, right? It gets about 1 million views a day. That is bananas, yo, bananas, right? So I did my research, checked it out for a couple months, and I was like, all right, this might work. So I got involved with it and began to blog about my clothing brand. Any issues that I was concerned about, I blogged about it, my clothing brand. So I looked about maybe about a month ago, and my Alexa ranking was 300K, like 336K. I'm like, whoa, I didn't have one, you know. Then I looked about a week or so later, it was 200 and something K. Then I looked the next week, it was 100K. So you look today, look at my Alexa ranking today. This is my Alexa ranking here. 75K in America, 716K worldwide, and it's steady growing and growing. This is my power. This is my blog right here. Check it out. Look at my Alexa ranking for my blog. 130K in the United States. See here, and 691K worldwide. This is my blog, and this is the latest blog I did about my boy Gary. Just met him, real cool dude. If you don't need any help with starting your t-shirt brand, go to tshirthelpdesk.com. Follow those people on YouTube, follow on Twitter, on Facebook. You find some great information. Gary is a great asset to the clothing industry, the clothing brand industry. So yeah, so this is this tool is bananas. Like I said, I didn't have a Alexa ranking whatsoever. You know, this is my blogging Alexa ranking in America, man. Out of all the millions of websites, mine is 130K. This is mine. As you can see, my website again. My website, 75K. So if you want to get your website, if you want to get your products in front of some eyeballs, you know, worldwide, more eyeballs, check this link out that I'm about to put at the bottom. Trust me, I'm not gonna put nothing involved with my clothing brand that's shady and that's not about that life. That's not about that business. Trust me, this is my identity. This is my brand. So you looking to get your brand in front of other people, check the link out at the bottom, and it's an awesome thing. So that's a short video I wanted to do. I hope you guys got some content and value from this video. I did try to cover everything. Remember, tell your story. Your story is your strength, and follow your dreams. Forget fear. And I'm gonna get up out of here. Isaac is out. Peace. Yes, sir.